All right, what's going on, guys? Young 46. A question I get a lot is, how do you know your distances? How do you know, an 8 iron's going to land 147 or what have you? So I thought I would just go through real quick and just show, how I chart my clubs, how I get my distances. Um, every ball's different. Every ball has a different attribute, so you have to chart for balls. I have a chart for the 61 Nikes I play, the level 90 Nikes I play. So you have to do a different one for each. So I thought I would just go through real quick and show how I do it. Right or wrong, it's worked for me. I go into practice mode, then I go into Kiowa. Doesn't really matter, whatever tee you want to play. Make sure the wind's low. Green doesn't really matter too much. You can do fast if you're hitting into the green, although the green here is a little misleading on distance. It's mostly just so you can get your tee and you can find out your distances in the fairway. Alright, so I've got a pretty good headwind here. You go in the full screen here. So basically, it's pretty simple. It's going to cost you some balls, probably 2 to 3 dozen. But, I would just sit here and just keep blasting balls and charting how far they go. Of course, you really need to dig them. I'm using one of the junk balls here. But that's pretty much what I would do. I would go through, and even on a miss hit, I want to chart. Okay, I went 229 on a bit of a tug. It's probably going to go 231 on a ding. So you just sit here. How many shots you hit is up to you. I usually like to ding 15 or 20 at least for each club. That should go 229 again, maybe 228. So a little less. So again, I would chart that and find the variance. So I just keep hitting that shot over and over again. So that one went 224, the other one went 227. So now I've pushed it. Should go 224 to 227 still. That one went 221. So again, these balls I think are going to be a little inconsistent because they're not high-end balls. But that's the secret ingredient. You just sit there and do that over and over again. And I'd like to at least ding one of these. See what that goes. So that one went 224 again. So maybe 227 is the top for this club. And you just do that for every single club. In your bag, try different spins. Find a place. This ball doesn't have a marking, but the Nikes have some markings where you can consistently go to the same spot for spin. I play 3 different types of spins. So I would chart, full backspin. I would chart neutral, halfway, a quarter. So I would chart all of those just to find out how far it goes. I track some punches as well off the tee. Backside of Marion, there's the bar 3 where it comes in handy. So examples like that is what I would do. Me personally, I have a chart. This is a blank one, but just kind of shows everything that I chart. There's my 3 different types. I chart how far each one goes. 40-50 rough, how far will they carry? 25-30. Wedges with no spin into the green. Obviously, this is an important one. I want to know how far it's going to carry, and then I can adjust the backspin accordingly. Of course, I have my punch. I hit a lot of punches, so I want to know my punch with full backspin at different percentages on the meter here, how far they'll go. 30-40 rough, that's a big one. 40-50 bunkers, 60-70 rough, 25-30 bunkers. And then this is pretty much my bunker section here. I have another spreadsheet as well with some more numbers, but they didn't fit on here. Then, of course, 40-50 rough, we all kind of end out of there, so I want to know where my wedges go. If I'm pitching near the green, how far it's going to go, and then I can gauge the release of my head. Flops 40-50, wedges full backspin from the fairway, flop full backspin from the fairway, and if I'm on the green with my wedges, chambers 18 for 1 if you go long. A lot of times it's just easier to hit a full 64 and go that route rather than putting it, or sometimes chambers bay number 12 if you go long. So those are just some examples of how I chart my clubs. It's not anything too crazy. It's just paying attention and getting your distances down and just learning how far each will go. That was really bad. Yeah, so 142 probably goes a little further. I wouldn't chart these, but anyway, just thought I'd do a quick video and talk about how I do it. Hopefully you guys can learn something and get a better feel for your distances.